Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to do the OnePlus Nord CE6 Lite. Then make sure you watch till the end, and by the end of the video you will get to know whether this is the best device to go for in this price range, or you can get some better options as well. So let's get started. In the box you will get the device TPU case, which is not so good quality, a transparent TPU case, a 45 watt power adapter with a type A to type C cable and a SIM ejector pin, and some documentation as well. Pretty much you will need in a box. Starting with the design and build, the Nord CE6 Lite is following the same design language of its predecessor CE4 Lite and older models to maintain its identity. It with a rectangular cylindrical camera layout on the rear side. I am happy with this design, which looks clean and aesthetic, and it looks familiar to flagship devices. If you know, you know. I have the vivid mint color variant, which looks great, and the OnePlus branding on the back in this color is less visible. But if you are going for the C6 Lite, I will recommend going with the Hyper Black, which looks more classier and makes the OnePlus branding more visible. Nord CE6 Lite build quality is good for the price. It feels good in hand and has a tall and slimmer form factor. It feels like any other phones from other brands. No, it doesn't give you a premium vibe while holding the device. You can differentiate it. When you hold the Nord CE6, you can feel the premium in hand, but that's not the case with the Nord CE6 Lite here. It feels a little bulky while using the device, maybe because of the form factor and weight distribution, because it's taller and weight distribution is not well compared to other phones, and it could have been better. It weighs around 208 grams and is 8.5 mm thick. It comes with a plastic frame and a plastic bag. OnePlus claims it has a military grade certification, but using a case is always recommended. CE6 Lite's rear side doesn't catch dirt or fingerprint smudges easily. It comes with IP64 rating and some water splashes, not a proper IP rating. The camera bump on the C6 Lite is rectangular one, and it's make the device wobble on the table a little much than other devices. On the bottom you will get a Type-C port, speaker grill and a noise cancelling mic, and on the top you will get the noise cancelling mic. On the left side you will get nothing. On the right side you will get the volume up and down button and the power on off key. Function as fingerprint sensor as well. Let's move on to the display. Nord CE6 Lite comes with a 6.72 inches display, which is bright outdoors and visible in direct sunlight. It has a side-mounted fingerprint sensor in the power, but it works fast and reliable. Watching content of the Nord CE6 Lite is a good experience with good color output. Kind of deep blacks are okay for the pricing what you get on an LCD display. Bezels are there, but the chin is thick, which is normal in this price bracket. It is not easy to use with single hands because the weight distribution is not that much good. It supports wideband L1 and easily play 4K HDR videos on YouTube. It has an LCD panel and the refresh rate fluctuates between 120Hz and 60Hz while using the device. Now let's talk about the audio haptics and connectivity. Nord CE6 Lite comes with a dual stereo speakers, one speaker grill at the bottom and one in the microphone grill, which gives good sound output for the price with clear vocals and hollow audio, and you will enjoy it while listening to music or watching content.
It sounds just like the real world. And
Nord CE6 comes with O dialer, which offers AI features such as AI call assistance, summarize calls, translate, etc. Call quality is excellent, the mic and speaker works well. Comes with also support noise cancelling support during calls and audio recording. The device supports WoW 5G ONR. It has a hybrid SIM slot which supports 2 nano SIMs or 1 nano SIM and 1 SD card slot up to 2 TBs, which is good. The haptics on the Nord CE6 Lite are good for the price and delivers good vibration feedback with rotor motor. There is no option to customize haptics intensity, and the haptics are not well integrated into the UI. There is no IR blaster. That's the bad thing, I would say. I have tested Geo 5G on the Nord CE6 Lite perfectly outdoors, but in indoors it sometimes switches back to 4G. Call quality works fine with clear voice and sounds. Nord CE6 comes with Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth version 5.4, LHDC 5.0 support and 9 5G bands. There is no NFC support here also. Now let's move on to the software part. Nord CE6 Lite software experience is great. It comes with Oxygen OS 16 out of the box, which is fluid and smooth. The UI experience on the CE6 Lite is smooth in its price range, with live alerts are also there and works fine. I didn't find any major lags or stutters in the UI, but it feels a little jittery while doing heavy tasks like games and editing. App switching, app closing, animations all work smoothly for the price, but they are not very well like the Nord CE6 or the Nord 6, because this comes with a lighter version of OxygenOS 16 as it is mentioned on the settings page, but I didn't feel any major differences because it works similar in day-to-day tasks, but it misses out on some features in gaming, so check the gaming part to see what's missing. The rest things are there. Nord CE6 Lite comes with a content portal that lets you cut out media from social media app and share it instantly. Customization options on the home screen and lock screen as well. You can customize app icons and app folder shapes and sizes as extra. It comes with 5 pre-installed bloatwares which you can remove easily, like Netflix, Instagram, Spotify, LinkedIn and Facebook. The Nord C6 comes with Android 16 out of the box and will receive 2 years of Android updates and 4 years of security patch updates. There are AI features such as voice, scribe, AI translate and AI reframe, circle to search as extra. Now let's talk about the performance and benchmark. All benchmarks were conducted at room temperature around 30 degrees, not in air conditioned room and not with performance mode on. It was tested in normal mode. With MediaTek Dimensity 7400 Apex 4nm chipset with ARM Mali's G615 GPU, LPDDR4X RAM and UFS 3.1 storage. The device scores around 1 million in Antutu, reaching around 41 degrees temperature and consuming 4% battery. During a 30 minutes throttling test, the device throttles to 83% and the temperature was around 37 degrees. For the Geekbench scores, in single core CPU scores, it scores around 1000, in multi-core scores, it scores around 2800, and in the GPU score, it scores around 2900. In AI22 scores, it scores only 100k. In the 3D Marks test 20 minutes each, it was RPT average, but the stability is above 90% in all the tests. The maximum temperature the device reached after these heavy extreme stress tests was 45 degrees, which is acceptable and good because these tests demand more power and hardware output, and the testing was done in a non-air conditioned room. RAM management is good, it keeps daily task apps in the background around 8 to 10 applications. Nord CE6 Lite's performance is really good for the price with good stability and thermals. It comes with 5300mm square vapor chamber cooling area. Now let's move on to the gaming. All gaming was done in an air-conditioned room in normal mode, not in performance mode. During 2 hours of continuous gaming at the highest setting in games like PUBG 40 minutes, Asphalt Legend 20 minutes, eFootball 20 minutes, COD Mobile 40 minutes, the device reached 39 degrees and the battery dropped by 24%. I have also played in a non-air conditioned room for 2 hours and the maximum temperature it reached was 45 degrees while the battery drop was 30% in 2 hours. In games like BGMI and Call of Duty, there are no major frame drops, but there are a little stutters and lags. The device handles these games with good stability and smoothness while keeping thermals under control. In 30 minutes of gameplay in COD Mobile at 90 FPS, the delivers around average of 80 FPS, which is good for the price. I have also played games like Asphalt Legend and eFootball, and they run with good smoothness and stability. But in eFootball, it heats up more. There is no frame interpolation option in the Nord CE6 Lite, no GPU setting customization, no option to customize gaming HDR picture quality as I mentioned in the software section. It's a lighter version of OxygenOS to performance better in day-to-day usage, so these features are missing. Highest setting available for the game max.
In PUBG, you will get max graphics, Ultra HDR plus Ultra at 40 FPS natively. Max frame rate, you will get Smooth plus Extreme plus 90 FPS natively. It upgraded to 90 FPS after the updates. Before updates, it was on 60 FPS. Basically, it was on Smooth plus Extreme 60 FPS before. Now, Smooth plus Extreme plus 90 FPS.
In Call of Duty Mobile, you will get max graphics, very high plus max 60 FPS natively. Max frame rate, you will get low plus ultra 90 FPS natively. And do 90 FPS gaming natively with good smoothness and stability, maintaining around 80 FPS in 30 minutes of gameplay, which is good. Nord CE6 Lite gaming experience is good for the pricing. Now let's move on to the battery department. Nord CE6 Lite comes with a 7000 mAh battery with 45 watts wired charging. It supports bypass charging and 10 watt reverse wired charging. It fully charges the device from 1% to 100% in 2 hours, and it gives me 12 hours of screen on time on all 5G usage during 2 days of moderate use. There is 1% idle drain overnight with mobile data turned off. Daily usage includes 2 hours of gaming, 4 hours 20 minutes of YouTube, 1 hour 50 minutes of Hotstar, 1 hour of Twitter, 1 hour of 40 minutes, 1 hour and 40 minutes of Instagram usage, and the rest 1 hour 10 minutes on the social media apps. Nord CE6 Lite can easily deliver around 1.5 to 2 days of battery life on 5G with normal usage on a single charge. It comes with USB 2.0 Type-C support. While charging the device, it doesn't heat up much. The maximum temperature during the charging was around 42 degrees while charging in a non-air conditioned room. Please note that I have tested all the gaming, charging and the extreme stress test when the temperature was around 30 to 35 degrees and it reaches around 42 degrees, 44 degrees in 3D Marks test. But if the temperature reaches more like 44 degrees, 45 degrees, it will eventually reach to 50 degrees, which is pretty normal because all brands, no matter it is Apple, Samsung or any other brand, the device will reach 50 degrees easily when temperature was around 45 degrees. Now let's talk about the cameras. The CE6 Lite comes with a dual cameras on the rear side, 50MP main sensor and a 2MP depth sensor. It also features an 8MP selfie camera. CE6 Lite clicks good picture in daylight and skin tones looks close to natural while clicked outdoors. The details are there compared to other smartphones in this price range. It makes picture look saturated when there are different object colors in the image, but it looks pleasant to eye, and for the pricing where it comes, people will like it. Pictures taken outside, especially in sunlight, are on the warmer side, and it doesn't look that much good. Portrait shots are okay for the price, it's doing a good job, but they need an improvement in edge detection. The main sensor delivers good images and dynamic range is good for the pricing. It also has camera features like long exposure shots, slow-mo videos, panorama, time-lapse and more. It comes with some AI handy features like AI editing, AI eraser, perfect shot reframe, detail boost, portrait glow and AI unblur as extra. Up to 2x zoom pictures are good with some details and usable, but beyond that pictures quality degrade. That's the selfie camera clicks good picture with focus and slightly beautified skin tones, and the selfies look soft with fewer details. Portraits on the selfie are good for the pricing, but edge detections needs to be fixed.
This
The rear
video is
camera
now
main sensor
recorded
is
at
50MP
4K
omnivision
30
sensor with
FPS
2MP
without
depth sensor.
stability.
It can record up to 4K 30 FPS.
This
On front
video is
camera,
now recorded
it has
at 4K
8MP
30 FPS
sensor.
with
I have no
EIS
info about the
stability,
sensor.
not
Camera can
OIS
record
level
up to
stability.
FHD 30 FPS. Nord CE6 Lite is a good phone the price, and it's one of the good option in this price bracket considering the other phone this price hike. Display, performance, software, gaming, haptics and connectivity and cameras are all good for its price, but for me, its form factor and weight distribution feels a little bulky. It's overall and good phone, but if you want the best phone in this price range, if you want the best option in this price range and ready to spend around 2 or 3000 more, you can go with the Realme P4, which has better cameras, 50 plus 8MP ultra wide, and AMOLED display with in-display fingerprint sensor, 80-watt fast charging than this one, and performance is like kind of same thing. If you want, you can go with the Realme P4X, but the software experience is slightly better on the Nord CE6 Lite. It's up to you if you want to save more or better software experience. So that's it for the video. I hope you like the video, and make sure you like the videos and share the video with your friends who wants to know about these things, and comment your queries. I will be definitely replying to you. That's for sure. Subscribe the channel, bro. Okay, bye.